So I did something I told you in the previous video I wasn't going to do, but I think it turned out great. Let's take a look. So if you've been following me, you know that I showcased the shrimp tank, the 33-gallon tank, and I talked a lot about the algae problems I was having, mainly the algae issues, really, and just how I wasn't totally satisfied with it, and even discussed about breaking it down. I didn't break it down. Well, not completely. That's a lie. I did break it down completely. I rescaped it. I did a new thing with it. We still have some algae going on in here, but I wasn't pleased with my previous scape. The plants, the hardscape were all great, but I just didn't feel like it did the tank justice or really focus in on what I wanted it to be, and that was just in this amazing planted tank that I've never done before. I have plants in my tanks, but nothing to this level or what I wanted to try. And so we redid it. So let's take a look and we'll talk more about it. So one thing I did change was the light we had. So previously we had the Fluval 3.0 light. I actually robbed that light to put on another tank. I'll show you in another video. So currently what I have here is a 4-foot Fluval 2.0. So this is the light previous to the 3.0, as the name says. I actually really like this light. Very quality, very sturdy. It is not Bluetooth capable, but it's still going to give me such good par, and the plant should go crazy. I know that's one reason why I am getting so much algae, is I have such high light on this tank. So I am adjusting the brightness. I'm thinking of even raising the light off the tank, and to try some different things. But here we go. So one thing I did primarily was I took out just a few pieces of the maple leaf stone that I had in here. And the reason I did that is I felt everything was just kind of bunched up, and I didn't really focus in on the plants. And I actually had some crypts hiding behind some rocks that I forgot about. And just some of these crypts that I bought from Buse Plant just have such a beautiful color to them. I actually when I took this plant out to rescape it, it's just incredible, the purple and the pink and the red that come through in these plants. So I kind of did a 3-island system to try and really showcase some of these plants to give something new. And I also added some new plants and rearranged. So the main ones I put in was a Hygrophila pennifoetida that came from Aquarium Co-op. I really wanted something nice and bushy in here to kind of overgrow those rocks. Move some of the crypts around. I also added in a what they call like a flame sword, a red flame sword. This is an Amazon sword, but should get a lot of red tint to it as I dose iron in this tank. So I was able to make it into 2 portions, have those here. We did add in some chain sword. I wanted to try another carpeting plant in here. The dwarf hairgrass has done okay, maybe part of my substrate issue, but we added in some dwarf chain sword just to see if we can get that to carpet. And I've also considered really as well as just adding a bunch of cryptocorn throughout this entire tank, as they're doing so well in here. Speaking of crypts, we did add in some crypt parva. So this is a crypt that will actually carpet through a tank, and this goes really slow. What else? We did rearrange. That's the Anubias Snow White. We're getting a lot of algae on that again. They say it's not algae free. It would be amazing. I should have really taken a picture of all the algae I took out of here. It was incredible. And the last plant we added is the Pogostemon octopus plant. I can't pronounce that to save my life. It's a good stem plant. What I'm hoping will happen is that continues to grow. I can take some of the stems and add it to along the back of the tank to kind of create just a visual effect of green across that back tank. And as these swords get some more red to them, the dwarf chainsword grows in. That's actually the crypt flamingo that I got at my aquarium club auction a few months ago. That's actually doing really well. Oh, I lied to you. That is the pink flamingo. That's that red cryptocorn, and this one here too we bought from Buse Plant. I'll look at the name, but yeah, that's the pink flamingo cryptocorn. It's doing all right. As I said, there's a lot of algae in this tank, but we're making good progress. We really are in this tank. I'm gonna say I think it's not an epic fail. It's gonna take some time, still adjusting the CO2, the lighting, the nutrients. Really want to get the algae under control. But as this is going to be a shrimp tank, they're gonna love it, breed like crazy in it, I hope. But I want it just to be this like a showcase masterpiece, but it's fun. It's what draws me more and more into this hobby is that, one day you rescape it, the next day you got algae everywhere. I know that sounds crazy, but it's a nice, I was gonna say it's a nice challenge, and that sounds even crazier. I enjoy it. I enjoyed rescaping this tank and creating something that I found pleasure in, and that's really what this hobby is about. So thank you for joining me. If you've got any more suggestions on this tank, I'm open to them, especially as I am battling algae in this tank. I think long term this tank is going to be awesome. So stay tuned. I have not got any shrimp for it as of yet. I'm waiting for my next club auction because there's a local breeder who brings some cherry shrimp in that are just phenomenal, and I have heard rumor he's going to bring in some blue velvets or blue dreams, the blue neocaridina shrimp, and they go for such a good price that I can't pass those up. So that's what we're waiting for. But like I said, thank you for joining me, and I'm really excited to see what these plants just turn into and showcase in this tank.